This is the What Benefits You Show with Zachary Kirkland as your host, where we talk to companies nationwide about their business and great new topics. Who knows, the next speaker could be you. So hang tight and enjoy the show.
Hey, welcome everyone. This is one of our first video cast of our podcast. I'm your host, Zachary Kirkland, and I got two great people. I got Kim Richards Waisome and Justen Merc. So these are our guest speakers today. I know you're going to get some great stuff, but you know what? Just like any of our shows, we're going to take a quick break for a song. We're going to jump right back into it. Stay tuned.
Ooh, natural beauty, you know. Yeah, no, I've never been someone shy until I seen your eyes. Still I had to try, yeah. Oh yes, let me get my words right and then approach you. Woman, I'll treat you like a man is supposed to. You'll never have to cry, no. I know everyone can relate to when they find a special someone. And she's royal, yeah, so royal. And I want her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind, no. The way she moves to her own beat, she has the qualities of a queen. She's a queen. Ooh, ooh, what a natural beauty. No need no makeup to be a cutie. She's a queen. She's a queen. And when they ask what a good woman's made of, she's not afraid and ashamed of who she is. She's royal, yeah, so royal. And I need her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind until the night that I seen your eyes. My queen, so supreme. I can see it in her eyes, the way she smiles. Hey, yes I know the king and queen crown same time. So I'd never leave your side. Just stick with me through the trial times. Oh, and she says she no mind. Alright, I know good man is hard to find. And she can't about that giant no line. That's why she has no ties at this time. Yeah, I know many men are trying, but she needs to be more than wine and dine, because she's royal, yeah, so royal. And I want her in my life. I never knew anyone so divine. The way she moves to her own beat, she has the qualities of a queen, so supreme. Ooh, ooh, what a natural beauty. No need no makeup to be a cutie. She's a queen, so supreme, yeah. And when they ask what a good woman's made of, she's not afraid and ashamed of who she is. She's royal, yeah, so royal. And I want her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind. No, no, the way she moves to her own beat, she has the qualities of a queen. My Nubian queen. Ooh, ooh, what a natural.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that song. I know I always do. It is Monday. But what we are talking about today is marketing automation and how it's going to be a benefit, pros and cons. But I brought two specialists for you guys. Justen, why don't you tell everybody what you're bringing to the table, man?
Well, basically, I'm a trained graphic designer, web designer, and along with that comes the responsibility of marketing as well. I have to market and understand the market for any of my clients.
Nice. And Kim, Richard Waisome, what do you bring to the table, Kim?
Well, I'm in the marketing business. I got a degree in marketing, and my job is really to drive business and do the marketing for a wellness company. So that's my job. That's what I do.
There we go. There we go. Now, hopefully everyone has actually heard both Justen and Kim's podcast before. They are a repeat guest speakers. We always bring the best back for you guys. So we're going to jump right into it on different ways of marketing automation. I know me, for one, I use a lot of email campaigns when it comes to actually distributing newsletters and weekly updates. Letting everyone know that what's going on in the market and things you need to watch out for. So I've actually found those email campaigns to be a benefit, to my business. But I mean, Justen, have you used any of the automations before?
Sure. I usually use MailChimp. That's the preferred email marketing campaign that I go with.
And it's free too. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great thing to sell the customers, of course. Along with that, you can kind of customize your own templates and stuff.
Yeah.
And then just go from there. So it's a really, really good tool to have.
Yeah. What is it? You get 1,000 contacts on there for free.
Correct.
I mean, unless you're, just a straight madman, you got a lot of clients. I mean, 1,000 takes quite a bit. Get 1,000 clients in that funnel. That's strong right there. Kim, what about you? Is there a specific automation that you use?
Actually, I don't do a lot of email. I like social media.
Yeah.
I am a fan of MailChimp. I think it's powerful. I love that you can change it up and you can do pictures and have visuals, and that's what gets people's attention, is something quick, something sharp, and something that they get the information to them as quickly as possible, because our attention span is just not what it used to be.
No, it definitely isn't. It isn't. I heard that you actually have about 5 seconds to grab someone's attention. I mean, when you're sending them an email, when you're trying to grab them in a commercial. I mean, commercials are even less because, you only have about 20 seconds, but you got about 5 seconds to grab that person's attention. And what's worse is when it comes to internet, is a person will not wait more than 2 seconds for that page to load. If that page takes too long, gone. I'll go somewhere else. So that's crazy. We're just impatient people, but
I think that's a change. I think that's a change in how we are. I don't think we used to be that way, but I really think with the internet, it's just made us more of a microwave generation, and it's not just one generation, it's all of them. We just want it quick, we want it fast, and if you can't get it to us fast enough, we're out of there.
Gone, yeah. Hey, what's really crazy is that most of us grew up with the 56K modem. So you're like, oh no, not this again. Goodbye. I'm out of here. It's like I'm waiting for that dial tone again.
Yeah, some of us didn't even grow up with computers, Zachary. Some of us grew up before that time.
What? No, that's just crazy, Kim. No, Kim's a millennial. Everyone, no. Oh. No, you know what? Another huge thing that I use when it comes to automation is Status Brew. I actually put all my social media accounts on there. So when I'm actually scheduling all my posts that aren't really just putting something out there like, hey, remember to check the blog or remember to check the podcast, those are Status Brew. That way I don't have to jump on my phone and I'm stuck in a meeting and I'm like, oh, I gotta throw it on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere.
So would that be similar to Buffer and Hootsuite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I use Hootsuite as well. Mm-hmm. I use Hootsuite and Status Brew because both of those you can put 3 social media accounts on there for free. and we have quite a bit of companies. We have quite a bit of companies, so having more than one account is not only favorable, but also, I mean, you get to check out a lot of the businesses, a lot of the companies to have it out there and see which one is easier access, more, customer friendly, if you want to put it that way.
Right.
So we've been checking out that a lot, and I mean, I'll throw 20, 30 postings on there, and they'll throw them all over social media. But man, it's such a time saver, though.
It is.
But then you have the huge debate. I mean, and you'll hear it everywhere. People are like, well, it's not personal. How am I supposed to put, hey, check out my podcast personal?
Right.
Hey, good morning Monday. Hey, Zach, I really liked your personal post first thing Monday morning. I just woke up. I read that, and I was like, yes, I'm going to start the day good because Zach said good morning to me. I mean, my wife doesn't even do that. So, it's like, morning, baby. She's like, shut up. What's wrong with you? No.
Well, I've been sitting in front of them and having that repetition of seeing you and hearing you and seeing your name. It doesn't, I mean, yes, absolutely, being personal is very, very powerful, but repetition is very, very powerful. And that's what you got there.
No, it definitely is. I've heard that a lot, though. The more people see you're out there, the more people see you're actually trying to do some work. Yeah. They're gonna be like, you know what? This person's a hustler,
right?
They're a pusher. I should do some business with them. So I mean, it does help in that manner. I mean, what's your outlook on it, Justin?
Well, personally, I definitely like it. I think it keeps you organized, and with so many different social medias out there, it kind of makes sure that everything is being posted to the specific places for your target market. I do think there's some setbacks, though, including, if you get too lazy with it, you may not know some negative feedback that you may be getting from your customers because you're personally interacting with them. So I think it has its pros and cons. I think as long as you're, keeping up and truly keeping up and talking to your customers as well, taking the time to your I think it's very beneficial.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, totally, kind of a little bit off subject, but not. Another thing that I saw helps on the social media aspect is when you do business with someone, you take a picture with them, and then throw it on your social media. People love that.
Yes.
I know it's not automated, but it definitely boosts your business.
And it adds something to them and their business, and brings attention to, and it's social proof. Look at who's working with me. Look,
exactly.
Look who's happy with what I have to offer. Social proof is very, very powerful.
Oh yeah, huge.
It definitely is, and I think along with that too, it shows the real side of you as a human being, instead of just a big business. It really shows that you care about your customers and you all them to us.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. It definitely does. I 100% agree with you, man. Have you guys tried out the automated cards? Like you want to pick up retention. What is it, like? Not e-cards, but there's this one that you can actually send them, birthday cards and thanks for your business card. And they save your font. Like, you have to send them writing.
Correct.
And then the computer actually downloads your style of writing. In every card they send out, looks like you wrote it, but you didn't.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But that's good to have, especially with a huge customer base.
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, do you guys still... Do you find it? Are you being a little mischievous and making people think you wrote it, or do you feel when it comes to a small business aspect? And what's crazy, do you know people are counted and their companies are counted as small businesses if you make less than $25 million a year?
Oh wow!
Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's insane. Actually,
most of us.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh, you're just a small business. You're only cranking in 20 million. Oh yeah. Hey, the struggle. The struggle. I'm sorry hey, you're only bringing in 20 mil.
I think I would be happy with that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh man, I'd be happy with less than half that. I'd be like, yeah, my life is complete. Buying a castle over in Europe, and they'll be like, hey, small business or not, I live in a castle.
Yeah.
To answer your question about the cards, I think people like to be thought of. I think people like to know that people are thinking of them. It makes them feel special, and there's nothing that's more powerful than making people feel connected to you. And I think even if cards are automated, and there are companies out there where you can go online and create a specific card, and you put a personal note, you can put a picture, and you can add a gift. I'm lazy. I'm not lazy. I'm not really lazy, but I don't do that. But I receive several of them.
Sure you don't. Oh.
I receive them, and whenever I receive them, I get a birthday card or a thinking of you card or a card during the holidays. It's nice because I know that they're thinking of me, even if something reminded them to think of me. So I think there's a lot of power in that.
Yeah, I think it really brings an extra helping hand to a small business. Because who would be doing that instead? You'd have to pay a secretary or an office assistant to be able to write all your cards out, to write all your cards out, everything. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, did you forget Bill and I's birthdays today? Oh, I gotta write Bill a letter. Also when you brought up the gifts.
Yes.
The one place I was checking out will actually send you brownies.
Yes. I have.
I'm like,
that's wonderful.
And I hear they're delicious.
Yeah. Justin.
Oh,
that's amazing.
Want a girl? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really cool because you know what? The guy that was trying to talk me and Misha into using his company, he sent us the brownies, and they weren't old brownies. They were fresh brownies. I was like,
wow.
Oh, this is good. Hey, I mean, that's cool. But there's always going to be the people out there that are like, oh, it's computers taking our jobs. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you make brownies?
Well,
no, I don't. Well, not your job then, bro.
Right.
But I mean, what were you saying though, Justin?
I think it spreads the businesses out a lot more even if you think about it that way. It might take, they may think it might take a job away from, let's say, a secretary, but that secretary's time could be best spent helping deal with real customer issues or helping expand the business more, correct? And then you also take into account the fact that another small company gets to do this, which creates more marketable jobs.
Yes.
To get a secretary, I mean, you're talking about having to have a license and all other things. I don't think that any business is going to go to that extent. So having that kind of an automated system with that kind of personalization is really nice.
It's a win.
Correct.
Exactly. Yeah. It really, gives you more bang for the buck.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, you're paying a secretary or an assistant what, 25, 35, 25 minimum, depending on the state that you live in.
Right.
But I mean, out in like California area, I know assistants going in there and they're making 30, 35,000. You really want your assistant, handwriting out a bunch of letters?
Right.
It's like, hey, increase the retention, take workload off her. Exactly what you said, Justin. I totally agree with that. More time and energy into growing the business, and you're still doing all that retention and giving that personal touch as well. I think that's solid.
Absolutely.
What about there's automations when it comes to social media and email and letters, and let us never forget the almighty telemarketer. Have you guys ever used like a dialer?
No, I
No?
don't dialers personally. Anytime that I get a call from numbers I don't know, I don't pick them up. That's just me.
Yeah.
Not to mention that having an
I'm guilty as well of that.
Correct, and having an automated phone, somebody coming on, I get a lot of those vacation ones with somebody pretending to be real. then being just by something in the background coming back to me, and it just irritates me, to be honest with
Yeah.
you. So I just hang up instantly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want somebody's interaction with you and your name connected with a positive feeling, and that does not create a feeling of positivity when somebody interrupts you with a phone call, and that's how they feel. They feel like they've been interrupted.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's huge too. And then they either mess up your name, or you always know it's a dialer because when you pick up, there's about a 4-second gap in between when they actually get the call. So, I always wait the 4 seconds, and see, because, I try to be a nice guy, so I wait and, hi, is Zachary there? Yeah, I'm here. What you got? Hey, this is Mike. Hey, Mike. If I'm busy, I won't answer your call, Mike. But, and I don't know. Misha always catches me when I catch the calls. She's like, so mean to him. I'm like, no, I'm only mean if they start getting demanding.
Which they do. That's their job.
Yeah.
But you're also talking about human interaction. The automated calls, a lot of the time, are just pre-recordings that whether you choose yes or no depends on what they say next. And sometimes I'll play around and ask it a non-question, are you human? And it doesn't know what to do, so then that's when I hang up. If it's
hilarious, Justen.
A little more, well, it's just kind of fun to mess with those things from time to time. But if it were a person, I'm generally nice about the situation until they get too pushy, and then I, decline the rest of the conversation, hang up as well.
Yeah.
On my phone now, on the caller ID, now says suspected spam. When those numbers suspected spam, so I don't even bother answering it because I know it's just going to be a telemarketer. But that's what people are seeing on their phones now.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And even as somebody that's in the advertisement business, doing ads, creating them and stuff, I hate being bombarded by ads as it is. So the last thing I want is also to have my phone blown up with advertisement.
Yeah. Oh, no, I hate that as well. I throw ads on our sites as well, but that's as far as I reach it when it comes to an online aspect, is using, a banner ad or something. I throw it out there. Hey, somebody wants to know more, they'll go after it.
Exactly.
You won't see me emailing you with it or calling you and be like, hey, did you check out that ad on my site? No, dude. You serious? If you're using your SEO correct, you won't ever have to make a call.
Right.
But with looking at that, we definitely went over the pros and the advantages of automation. But do you guys see, minus the maybe a loss of personalization, are there any other disadvantages or cons that you guys can think of? From an automation standpoint?
Well, like I said, just losing touch with your customers. If there happens to be an issue, a repeated issue, if you aren't also taking that step to then follow up and find out what's being said on your service or product, you're going to lose complete touch, and which you're suffer in the long run. So I think it's great to have automation as a tool, but not something that you rely on fully.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You want to know what's going on with your customers.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And I would add to that there's so much noise. That's what I call it. All of the different ways people are trying to get our attention. And so it's very easy to be overlooked. Just because there's so much noise out there, whether it's on social media and all of the different platforms of social media, or email campaigns, or websites, or blogs, or whatever, mail advertising. There's so many different people trying to get our attention that we almost block it out and have become insensitive to it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
No, definitely.
I can agree with that one.
That's the hard part, though. If you have anything like one of the email campaigns, some people, they'll automatically, your email will be spam.
Yes.
They feel that it's coming from one of those systems, and it could have like some golden knowledge in it, but it'll go automatically to spam. So, I mean, Justen, you're the tech guy. Is there a way around that?
No, unfortunately, there's not a way around it. When you're sending out mass emails, usually mass emails are flagged pretty quick, especially if that person hasn't signed up for email. But like I said, to keep away from a lot of that, it just you have to have the proper target market. They have to be interested in what you have to say. If they're interested, say they're not going to send it in spam. So you have to have a good, positive, strong message in order for people to want to hear you anyway. And I think that's how you get as well.
And I think you need to give them. Oh, sorry.
No.
With their ads. I think you need to have. Go ahead, say that again.
No, I was bring up, so I missed that you were still talking. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry, Justen.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
I was just going to say that we should add something of value, give them something of value. And that is what's really going to keep them coming back for more. When every time they click on something, they receive something that they can use and that's beneficial to them, whether it's a tip or a free product or another place that you've connected them to, give them something of value and be a giver. That's going to keep them coming back for more.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. If you are bringing that extra knowledge or something that could actually solve one of their problems in their life, they're going to opt in real quick to your email campaigns, to accepting, anything from you, because you're actually coming with some value.
Yes.
If not, hey, you might as well have one of those dialer systems. They don't know who you are, and you're not bringing any value to the table. So that's crazy. But hey, guys, let's go ahead and take a break real quick. Everybody out there, I know you're missing some nice music, so we're going to take a quick break. Enjoy the tunes. We'll be right back.
Oh me, oh my, what a girl sexy, what a girl fly, yeah. From the very first time, stuck in my mind, it's like me get tired. When she put it on the left, but she fling it on the right, mash up the whole of my life. Me say me have to get on, let her try, because it's nice. She put her hold on me. Now she said my life, this is all I'm dreaming it to be. Put her all on me. This is how I wanna be. This is how I want my love to be. Hear this coming from you, and you hold me tight and don't let go. We're ticking like tic-tac-toe. This is all the best and the great we know, the best man you ever know. You love my style, love my flow, and I take you places you always dreaming to go. This is how she put her hold on me. Now she said my life, this is all I'm dreaming it to be. Put her all on me. This is how I wanna be. This is how I want my love to feel. Oh me, oh my, what a girl sexy, what a girl fly, yeah. From the very first time, stuck in my mind, it's like me get tired. When she put it on the left, but she fling it on the right, mash up the whole of my life. Me say me have to get on, let her try, because it's nice. She put her hold on me. Now she said my life, this is all I'm dreaming it to be. Put her all on me. This is how I wanna be. This is how I see. I put my all on you. This is how my love, and this is how I see me getting you. With your all on me. This is how I want it. This is how I see you and me. You and me. This loving you give to me drive me crazy. Give me keep coming back. This is now want my love to
Alright, welcome back everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed those tracks. You know what, as I said, I always love starting my Monday out right, and what better way, you know what, if I want a little pick-me-up on a Monday, I listen to some reggae. That's me. You know, I don't want to listen to the R&B and rap that's on the radio because they pick the top 20 every single time. And that top 20 plays for 20 months straight. You know, and it's like, hey, the top 20 again, Bodak Yellow. I'm like, oh, you know, first couple weeks, okay, I got mad respect for you. I'm happy that you're no longer an exotic dancer and you're making millions of dollars. But if I got to hear you for 10 weeks straight, every like twice an hour, you know, I get kind of tired of it. So Misha always tells me, just listen to your playlist. You know, you listen to the radio over and over again, oh man, it starts to bring you down. I've seen, you know, it's crazy. But hey, radio aside, that's just me, you know, going on some reggae rants. But no. What success rate have you seen with the automation that you use? Kim, ladies?
Well, let me say this. You know, there's something powerful about repetition, and that's the radio industry that you were just talking about and how you had to listen to it twice a day for 20 months and how it can grate on your nerves. But I'm telling you, in the beginning, you were moving in your seat until it got old. So that repetition is really powerful, and that's something that we can bring to the table when it comes to our advertising. And that's, you know, for me, I would probably say, like I said, I don't really do a lot of email campaigns. I do more social media stuff. And so it's that repetition of letting them see how I help people, what I'm doing for people, and there might be something that happens in their life where they go, oh man, I need to reach out to Kim, or my sister needs to call Kim, or somebody needs, but it's the always being in their face every single day that creates the power. And it's not blasting my business every day. It's just Kim's living her life every single day. And Kim's having fun doing this, and Kim's kids are kind of nutty because they did that. Like right now, I'll probably take a picture of the fact that I'm pajama pants, but I look all business on top. That's kind of
yeah, whatever. No one does that, Kim. That's lies. Yeah. It's like, as you walk around the house in gym shorts, like, but a tie and suit.
That's identifiable, people. They get that. They go, okay, Kim's sitting around in pajama pants, but you know she's got lip gloss on. I'm feeling that, and then they'll look at what I have to offer. So that's powerful. That repetition.
Yeah. Almost definitely. I totally agree. Justin, how about you, man?
Well, I think the repetition is something that's very that Kim points out is something very valuable, obviously, because people tend to forget when we're being bombarded by others, advertisements or similar businesses, or just our life in general. Something's going on. We tend to forget these things. So having that repetition out there, it's kind of a constant reminder of, hey, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I'm here. Until your service may come up and may be needed, you know, or you may be able to even have, you know, your friends say, hey, I know that my friend's talking about needing a business for websites, for instance. Oh, that's great. Yeah. I've seen Justen post about his website that he designs them. Therefore, let me pass along the information.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think the automated thing allows you just to kind of get your information out there on a broader spectrum. So I think it's a very valuable tool to have.
Huge, yeah. Yeah, if anyone actually checked out a couple podcast episodes ago, I had Todd Schroth from Orlando, Florida on that one. And you know what? He said some golden stuff. When it came to repetition, he uses a mail campaign in the same area over and over and over again. So they actually learn who he is. They learn the brand. That's awesome branding, you know. And he actually picked up, you know, because a lot of people don't know, I guess, but you know, everyone that's in the business world, there's a 2% success rate to mail campaigns.
Yep.
From him actually hitting the same area over and over, he took it up to about 15 to 25%.
Unheard of.
Absolutely.
Yeah. but people know who he is from these campaigns. So I mean, again, repetition is key. So, hey, guys, thank you so much for actually being on the show today. I love having you guys on, Kim, Justen. But before we go, I want everyone to know about your businesses. So tell us some key stuff about your businesses, and also if anyone wants to reach out to you guys, how can they get a hold of you? Kim?
Okay. Well, I do the marketing for a wellness manufacturing company called Melaleuca. And so I teach people how to have wellness on a budget. That's what I do. And I keep it simple, and I help your life look like what you want it to look like from many aspects health-wise. And so if you want to connect with me, which of course you do, because we all want that, but you can actually, hello, you can reach me directly, 757-955-9499, or you can check out my website, lifeonyourownterms.net.
There we go. Justen?
Kim, that's very wonderful, actually. A lot of people think you have to spend a lot of money, being healthy.
Yes.
Eating and such, so that's wonderful that you do that.
Huge.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I'm a graphic designer, obviously. I do web design, graphic design, that includes branding and such, and even SEO, which you briefly touched upon.
Briefly, just a little.
Just a little. It's one of the most important things about a website. You can have one up, a beautiful website, but if no one can find you, there's no point of having it up. So,
the nice cyber paperweight.
Correct. But yes, you can reach me directly by phone as well at 623-533-3894, and as well as my website, justenmerc.com.
Justin, just in case anyone missed that phone number, can you repeat that one more time for us?
Sure. My phone number is 623-523-3894.
There we go. And also, just so everyone knows, Justin's out there in Phoenix, Arizona. I don't know how many other Phoenixes are out there. I'm sure Montana has a Phoenix as well, but Phoenix that everyone knows about, Justin's out of there. And Kim is over in Virginia Beach, Virginia. So definitely, if you guys have any questions, reach out to them. Hey, this is one of our first video casts when it comes to the podcast, but I wanted two of our great speakers from the past to actually make a comeback and have you on the show again. It's always a pleasure, guys. So if you guys have any questions, please reach out to our speakers. Hey, thank you again, guys, for taking the time out of your busy schedules and talking with us.
Thanks, Zach.
So, you're welcome. And everyone else, hey, enjoy the Monday. Make this a productive week. And until next time, keep up the hustle, guys.
Thanks again for listening with us and all of our sponsors. If you have any questions about the content in the show or want to be one of our guest speakers, send an email to benefitsandme@gmail.com. See you next time and stay tuned.
The way she went, she beat on time, she beat on time. The way she went, she blows my mind, she blows my mind, yeah. The girl that get with from the start, yeah, we music, the music sweet, so we cannot refuse it. Up inside of this fete, tell your water flow like the ocean, girl. Full motion, girl. Feeling rude, then you know it's time to get loose. Wish this moment will last forever and ever. So you can tell me if you want it, baby. You can have it till the morning come. The morning come, then you can tell me if you like it, baby. You can have it till the morning come. The morning come. Where she went, she beat on time, she beat on time. The way she went, she blows my mind. She blow my mind. The girl them get with something funky with music. The music sweet, so they cannot refuse it. I live to see my girls mind up. Some of them shouting, some of them rough. And on my girls I'm never giving up. And for my girls I never get enough. Oh, so please don't you interfere, cause all of these guys out here rough for me. And she, oh guess me I care about you. So you can tell me if you want it, baby you can have it till the morning come. The morning come, then you